Hello guys, got a fun one today. Never worked on this car with this level of audio, so kind of excited by it to be fair. We've got Alpine amplifiers, Focal K200 KRSs, we've got Focal BombA going in there. Lovely install. So yeah, let me go and show you what car it is. There we go guys, Kia Picanto. Nothing wrong with that at all, to be fair. That we're going to get some lovely sound of this. 100 KRSs, we're going to go for there and there. Obviously rear focal speakers, we're going to drop them in down the bottom. And he's going for a lovely BombA as well. So it should be an awesome sounding car. Obviously we're going to do the sound deadening, the wiring kits, line out converters, everything else. But yeah, I hope the customer's going to be really happy with it, because it should sound really nice. It's always tough when you build a car and you're trying to sort of explain to people what it's going to sound like. And it's like, how good is it going to sound? And it's tough because how good a sound have you heard before? People think, oh yeah, the PC sounds good because they got a decent set of speakers on it. That's not good sound. Some people may go, oh, I've got like decent headphones, I've got really cool stuff. That's not good sound. You got to go reference, and then to explain what reference sound sounds like is a totally different game. So with this arrangement here, he should have a lovely, we'll call it reference style. It should be awesome. So basically, plan of action: strip the door, strip the door, strip the door, strip the door, strip the dash, take out some side seals, get the whole thing apart. We'll start off getting the sound deadening in, get it in all the right places, and then we'll deal with the electrical components. Nice easy door cards. Card doors. Another one done. You can get the fudge out of here. I think we'll make up a bracket. You can buy the plastic ones, but obviously plastic's not great for audio. So yeah, we'll manufacture some nice speaker pods for that, speaker rings, should we say? And yeah, right, let's get to the other side. Right, all stripped down, ready to run. Put all the sides out, so all the back's free. Ready to all the work down there. Left the boot for the moment, so we'll deal with that bit last. Obviously this side. Oh cute, we got a little sub to take out. We'll definitely not be needing that anymore. And then all stripped down. Strip down the head unit side of it, and obviously you've got the speakers up on there. So like I said, the 100 KRS is going up in there. We're going to put the tweeters up on here for this. The Focal IS series going down the bottom there. The amplifier, he said he wants it hidden. Obviously it's not a massive car to hide things. I'm thinking potentially up under here in the footwell somewhere. The main thing to worry about is getting it too hot. So we'll see how she goes. But yeah, stripped, ready for rebuild. That won't do. Bit better. The way I find to do it, take the head of the rivet off. Obviously if you've got the glass down and you're doing anything like this, put the glass up, because obviously if you punch through, you don't want to hit the glass. No, we're gonna have to come up with some sort of mount in here. Just working out what we can use and what we can't use. Got a few bits front to back, a few bits left to right. Yeah, we'll make it happen. Right, just got the K2 speakers, or tweeters should we say, mounted up inside the pods there. Obviously we've got the 100 KRS at the front there, the tweeters there, and obviously they've got to now communicate via the crossover. We may go local on the crossover up here, or we may do the amp, but I've not decided where I'm going to do the amp yet, so I should probably figure that bit out. But yeah, we're getting there nicely. So got to do the wiring kits now for the amplifiers and the bumper system. Had a word with the customer, and we've agreed that that is a pretty suitable place for the amplifier. These amps don't get incredibly hot, so it shouldn't be an issue down here. Obviously we'll keep an eye on it when we run it through and things, but yeah, no, a nice little solution for the fit up of that. That will keep that all nice and stately hidden under that. And then obviously once you've got the Focal BombA sitting on top of that, that will keep that all nice and secure. So moving forward slowly, guys. Nice little tip here. When you're putting in the copper wire into the amplifier, essentially this amplifier's got direct input. So let me just grab the amp and I'll show you what I mean. So for this sort of setup, as you can see, we can just go straight into the connectors. So no faults required. Problem is, you start putting the copper just into the terminal point there, it's just going to crush the copper down. And obviously we can't guarantee that's a good connection. So a very simple solution. Get your soldering iron. And we are literally just going to solder up the ends. You could use sleeves. On this sort of setup, I don't think it's warranted, to be fair, but this will just basically make it a hard end, something that I can tighten the grub screw down onto. Obviously when you are heating this, try not to get it too hot. You don't want to start making this all bubble up and burn and things. So a hot soldering iron, but quick contacts. Just give it something to stick to. As we can see there, we've got a much more solid piece of cable now to connect through. And with the remote cable, obviously it's tiny, we don't need to heat this one up, but we'll just go for a simple bullet connector on the side, on the end of it, should we say. Just going to cut this out. I find that if we use our automatic strippers on these, it seems to pull the copper a bit, so it's quite flexible, this outer sleeving. And you'll see now, even now it's fighting with me, and I've just run a blade around it. So obviously I don't advise this for people that have baby soft hands, should we say. There we go. As you can see, it's a very, very focused view. There we go. Tiny, tiny little cable here. So we'll just kick it over on itself. Gives it something nice and meaty to grip into. Bullet connector. Make sure it goes all the way in as well. You've got that little hole there. If you can see. No, of course not. There we go. And what you want to see is just the top of the copper. God, this is hard work, phone. Focus, you fudger. Right, basically, in that little gap there, I'm not going to show it because I can't get my hand out, but I can see the copper, so I know that I've got a decent connection on that. Get the crimp tool. Crush that down. Always go over twice just to make sure that we get the full length of it. And now we've got, there we go, now we've got a solid connection for our remote input. We'll get a bit of tape over these afterwards to hide them or make them all look neat and things. Well, not they don't look neat, but you know what I mean, just to finish the job off, should we say. Alright, so we sorted power, remote, earth. Let's get the speaker wires on and we'll start running them to the front of the head unit.
1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. What should we go for? 3 and a bit meters.
Right, we're getting there. All head units back in, made the connection and everything there. K2's up top, all done. Tweeters in. You can't really see them, but trust me, they are in there. We've got our cable runs running down. Obviously, we separated out the RCAs and the powers and everything. Running through to the back here. Quite a lot of cabling, to be fair, for a small car. What we got? We got 4 runs of 5 meter for speaker. We've got 3 sets of 5 meter RCA, and obviously we've got 2 meters of power, a couple of meters of earth. So yeah, quite a lot, to be fair, for a small car. Then obviously we are doing quite a nice install. So, other side running down here. Just got to neaten up a few things. Make sure we don't get any interference coming through from the fuel pump, because they're quite noisy. Not noisy as in you can hear them, but electrostatically noisy. And then yeah, got the door cards back on yesterday. Thought there's no point showing you guys all that stuff because it's pretty boring. But yeah, car's getting there. So we'll get the side seals down. Once we've tested it all, make sure it's all good. And yeah, then we'll do the EQ setup, see what we can get out of it. Obviously we are dealing with the factory head unit, so kind of an issue, but we can get around it essentially. We've got filters on the amplifiers that we can set. So yeah, basement treble settings on those. But no, all coming out lovely. Are getting a slight bit of reverb reflective sound coming through from the front, so I may have to do something with the mounts on those. Not all frequencies, but just some frequencies seem to make it resonate, which can happen when you've got plastics and things. So we shall see. Simple solution, but I'm sure I'll show you how to do that all. But yeah, so far so good, guys. Loving it, really.
As they say in the United States, your virtual Christmas Eve. My goodness me. This is an unforeseen.
All right, we're all in, guys, all done. Solved the issue with the fitting. Solution was fine in regards to the mounting of it, but we was getting resonance at about 90 hertz. So a real simple fix, go to the amplifier, took the filter up to about 100 hertz on the front doors as a high pass filter, and then obviously tuned the BombA so it clips, or it closes up to, should we say, not clips, about 120 hertz. So we've got a nice overlap there, so we're not missing anything in the sound. But yeah, it sounds great, to be honest, guys. Just as I expected. That's only about half volume, so yeah, I'm going to sign this one off and say job done. Going to see if the customer wants to get involved in the video, and obviously you can have like a reaction view, so you may see us from here in the next video doing a little reaction, but you may not want to be on the video, so no probs. And yeah, just let me know what you think of it. It's a Kia Picanto, all gone lovely. Anyway, I'll see you next time. All right, well thankfully the customer agreed to a reaction, so let's see how he reacts. Yeah. What sort of music do you listen to actually? Because we're doing reference CD, but that's not true to what you'll do day to day.
I mean, I can connect up my phone.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it's.
You excited?
Yeah. Fun. No, I've got a song chosen. It's a Russian.
I'm not sure how many minutes we can have, or how many seconds we can have before copyright becomes an issue. But
oh, it's a Russian song. So
oh, that's fine. I'll mute it down if. Yeah. Why do Russians not get copyright then? No.
Not really. I doubt it.
Здравствуй, а что такое хасл?
How does that compare to your original system?
I mean, apart from the obvious bass in the rear,
yep.
Incredible. It's
the
very
clarity.
Clear. Yeah, very lots of clarity. It's also a lot louder, which is something I've wanted. It's always been like wanting more, even at level 35, which we haven't even got to, so I can't even imagine what that sounds like.
We have got more scope to turn the amps up. I can make it louder, but we're best off not running before we can walk with it, so we've just got to give it a few years. What I'd like to do is pop back maybe in a week's time from now, once you've got a proper feel for it, and go, you know what, Neil, it's really nice, but I want a little bit more from the rear speakers, or the subwoofer could do with a little bit more heaviness and things like that, and we can adjust it. Obviously feel free to do whatever you want from this end, but we've got master control at the back and the amplifier where we've got the filter in. I'll go and show you that stuff now. Do you want to see it all?
Yeah,
I'll show you what we've done. So,
did you feel the bass?
Yeah. Is that on my butt?
It's a crazy amount of bass for a little system, isn't it?
Yeah.
So everything essentially will get louder than what it is now. So it will naturally become an easier system for the amp to drive. Once the system's easy for it to drive, it can then really start flexing everything. You'll notice it more with the bass than you will do the speakers, but as you can tell from the front, the clarity, we're not missing clarity at all. So, are you a bit of a mad driver? We've not attached any Velcro onto this yet. What I'm going to do, now that you've seen below it, we've got double back Velcro, so special Velcro. So, but to be honest, for the carpets, one of the best things. So it's lovely to do a decent sound system on not your everyday car that people would expect sound from. So it's going to be great to see people's reactions, your friends and everything else driving around. You go, listen to this, and they're going to be like, but this sounds better than my friend's Mercedes and all the fancy stuff. But no. And this is the worst it will possibly sound. So once it beds in and we turn it all up and things, it's
gonna sound even better.
It's crisp. So, but no, I'm very glad you liked it. So
amazing.
All good.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. And as always, there's more to come. So I think we've got a G-Wagon to bring in next. So a bit of fun on that one. So one of the old G-Wagons, not this new rubbish stuff. Although I always say that, I'm bound to have a comment saying, you hate the new stuff, you hate it. But yeah, bring it on. So see you later, guys. Here she is. Gotta love them, innit? Just so solid and just never want to give up. So. Lucky man who has it. I can't show the number plate on this one for customers not wanting me to share, but yeah, it's done a lovely little headlight upgrade there. Don't know if that's a common thing amongst what you guys do with the G class or the G Wagon, but I kind of like it. Really, really bright, to be fair. But no, lovely example of it. Quite a few years old, but a very nice one. It's got the AMG styling badge on it and stuff, so no, just a great, big, old, heavy, hunky unit, essentially. So, it's got the little twin exit exhaust down the side. I don't know if it's got them on both sides actually. I imagine with this vehicle it will do. Yeah, as suspected. So, but yeah, sadly I can't really describe much what we're doing on this one because it's all security systems. So I'm sure the customer don't want me letting everyone know what sort of security is running on this. But no, lovely vehicle. Anyway,